Hello, everyone. All right, let me know as soon as you guys can see and hear me in the chat. Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. If someone can just give me a message in the chat if you can see and hear me okay, that would be great. Thank you. Awesome. Thank you. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Today's webinar is about landmark features. It's called So Much PhotoDay, So Little Time. We're going to go over all the fun things that you can offer when you sell with PhotoDay. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to go over bulk shipping, knockouts, backgrounds, custom themes, retouching, and live preview. So to get started, let's go ahead and look at what it takes to set up bulk shipping on a job. So bulk shipping is available when you use Miller's Lab and private galleries. So you need to use private galleries to offer bulk shipping because the lab needs that subject data in order to sort and organize all your customers' orders correctly. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you guys here. Sorry about that. Okay, let's switch to screen share. All right, so I have a elementary school job in here. We're going to set up bulk shipping for. First thing you want to do when you want to offer bulk shipping is to create a bulk shipping price sheet. So the reason you need a separate price sheet for bulk shipping is because the product offering and prices is a little bit different with bulk shipping than just with drop. So you can see in here, I have two different options for bulk shipping. That can be either just a regular bulk shipping price sheet or bulk or drop. So the difference here is with a regular bulk, plain bulk shipping price sheet is when that your bulk deadline passes, the job is going to expire at that deadline date. You can definitely reopen it and publish it again, either with a new bulk deadline or with a drop shipping only price sheet. And when you have bulk or drop, customers, when they order, they will be able to select to have their order expedited or shipped directly to them rather than waiting for that initial bulk shipment. So for this demo purpose, I'm going to use a bulk or drop price sheet to have the options there. When you look through the products that you have here, you can see there's a different cost for the drop shipping products and the bulk shipping products. So when you use bulk shipping, you'll have these dollar sheet prices here. So it's definitely an upside of that. You could set your prices just as you would with any other price sheet. And then once you're good to go here, we're going to go into our elementary school job to add that bulk price sheet here. So you're going to go to settings and then store. Make sure you have this your bulk price sheet selected here. Once you do that and have it saved, once you go down to this shipping tab over here, you will have the options to set up all of your bulk delivery information. So you're going to want to put your deadline date here. This is when the bulk shipment is going to process. Well, the next day at 12 a.m. So this is the last day that customers can order and have it put into that bulk delivery. And again, we need private jobs to offer bulk shipping so that things can be sorted. If you have whatever fields you have in your subject data that can be used for sorting will be put here, and you can remove them if needed. If you're using bulk shipping for sports. Things like team and coach can be used here for sorting too. That way, when the delivery gets dropped off, whether it's you going through it or the coach or teacher, whoever it may be, it will be super easy for them to distribute. They're also going to be sorted by order number and by name as well. The other thing you'll need to do is put in where this bulk shipment is going to be delivered to. So you'll put, you can add the organization here, put in that bulk delivery address, make sure that's all set. And then you can also add a note. This note will be visible to your customers at checkout. So that way you can let them know when to expect their orders, where they're going, any other relevant information here. And then, like I said, this will be visible at checkout. So this is really all it takes to set up bulk shipping on the job. Just got to create that bulk price sheet, get it attached, and then put in this deadline. Once you save this, then customers will be able to put their orders onto the bulk shipment. So this, one more thing, this bulk deadline date does have to be within the first 30 days after published. You don't want to keep people waiting too long, and you want anyone ordering to be included on the marketing sales cycle and all of that. All right. Does anyone have any questions about bulk shipping? And yes, it is only Miller's Lab that offers bulk shipping. And one more thing, there is a lab minimum of $15 when you use bulk shipping on a job. As long as you meet the lab cost of $15, it's going to be completely free to both you and your customers. So that is a really good thing about bulk shipping. If you have any organizations concerned about shipping costs or something when you're transitioning to online sales, bulk shipping is a good alternative for that, for everyone to have free shipping, and it's also no cost to you. All right, so if everyone is good on bulk shipping, the next thing we're going to talk about is knockouts. All right, so let's see here. Knockouts is PhotoDay's extraction service. So if you want to offer different background choices for your customers to choose from, you can use PhotoDay's knockouts to get your green or blue screen images extracted. It is currently just for green or blue screen images, but sorry about that. Okay, it's currently for green or blue screen images, and it's 35 cents per image. So it's pretty decent price for that, and you'll get those images returned to you within 2 business days. So let's go ahead and get started with knockouts. All right, so we're gonna use knockouts on this same elementary school job that we just set up the bulk shipping in. To get started with knockouts initially, you'll want to send a test image to us in the support chat bubble. We'll have to have this feature activated in your account for you to be able to submit images for knockouts, but it's super easy. Just send us a message in support with some sample images that you've shot on either green or blue screen. We'll approve them, provide any feedback if necessary, and then we'll get that feature turned on in your account for you. So you'll want to avoid any wrinkles, extra shadows, because those can lead to additional retouching fees. But like I said, so once you have your green screen images, you're going to come here to the services tab of your job, and then down here to knockouts. So to create a new knockouts job, you'll just click here. You can give your knockout job a name. This is good if you have multiple batches of images that you're submitting for knockouts. Say you shot one team or one class one day, you want to go ahead and get those submitted, you can go ahead and do that and keep them organized with a knockout name here. We'll just go say this is 2nd grade and create. So when you first get in here, you'll have this little getting started module where you can learn everything you need to know about knockouts right here. So first thing you want to do, you're going to use your PhotoDay wallet to pay for the knockouts. You can preload credits ahead of time by going to in your studio settings. I think it's my settings, my studio, and then wallet. So you can upload credits in advance and not have to worry about it. You can also just wait until you submit the knockouts job and then pay just for add just the credits needed for that job. Oh, I see a question in the chat here to bulk shipping. So we'll just go back to that for a second, Laura. Yes, it is a combo of all orders on the bulk shipment for the $15 minimum. So it's not per order that has to be the lab cost minimum. It's all the lab cost of all the orders on that one bulk shipment. Okay. All right. Jumping back to knockouts here. If you have any questions, like as you're going through this and you want to learn more about knockouts or go back through the requirements for the service, you can go here to be linked to the support article. And then we also have our best practices guide to ensure successful knockouts and the best results for your customers. So that's going to be things like how to best light your subjects in front of the green screen, how to avoid wrinkles and green screen bleed, all of that. So all of those resources are available to you here. Once you've gone through all of that and you're ready, you can just upload your photos here. So you'll upload your green screen images here. They'll have the same requirements as our regular uploading. So that's going to be under JPEGs, under 15 megabytes, and they should be in sRGB color space. Once you upload the photos, you'll review, make sure all the images in there look correct, and then you can submit your knockouts job. And again, the turnaround time for this is within 2 business days. You'll get those back. So once your knockouts are completed, you'll receive an email that those are done. And when you come back in here, you'll see your extracted images. You will have the ability to download them directly to your device, as well as just move them directly into the gallery at that point. So if you uploaded your images, if you're using knockouts on a group or public job and you uploaded your images using one of our functions to auto tag your photos, and that's using Lightroom keywords or a folder structure to tag your images. If you upload them in that way and submit them for knockouts, when you return them to the gallery, they're still going to retain that information. So those, you can still use those workflows for tagging your images, even with submitting for knockouts. So for the purpose of this demo, I have my knockout images already in the gallery here. So you can see these have been extracted and put in the gallery. And with that, does anyone have any other questions about knockouts before we move on to the backgrounds for them? All righty. There might be a little bit of delay. If I see any come in, we'll go back. We can revisit anything there, but let's go ahead and get our backgrounds added for these knockouts. So your backgrounds are going to live in the Store tab. So go to Store, down here to Backgrounds. And here is where you can have all of your background collections. There's no limit to the amount of collections that you can have, but each collection is going to have a max of 12 backgrounds per collection. So you can see I have a couple different collections here. I have them sorted by theme to make it easy for the customers to look through and see which ones they want to add to their photos. All the ones I have added here are the PhotoDay backgrounds. So these are all available for you guys to download and then upload to your account to use in any of your jobs. So if you are creating your own backgrounds, you can definitely do that. Any backgrounds that you've purchased or otherwise you can upload to collections here. They do have a file size requirement of 2400 by 3000 pixels. So they can be either vertical or horizontal, but those are the pixel dimensions either way that they'll have to be. Same thing under 15 megabytes, sRGB color space, all of that is definitely recommended here. And backgrounds is available when using Reedy, Richmond, White House, or Miller's as your lab currently. So all you need to do to enable backgrounds is just have a price sheet with one of those labs, nothing really specific that you have to do there. And then just have the extracted PNGs in your gallery. So even we'll go back to our job here, even if your images don't qualify for PhotoDay knockouts, you want to do them yourself or have another service do them, that's totally fine too, as long as you have the extracted PNGs on the transparent backgrounds in your gallery and backgrounds connected to the job, you will be good to go. So in order to select which backgrounds are, oh, Brian, yes, that is 8 by 10 for the pixel dimensions of the backgrounds. So in order to get those backgrounds available per gallery, so like I said, under store and backgrounds, that's all the collections that you have in your account, and then you can per gallery determine which backgrounds are going to be available to those customers. So for our elementary school job, I'm going to go ahead and have all of these selected here. And then this is where you're going to select your default background. Default background is going to be the first one that customers see when they visit their gallery. So you want to do this one, probably just like a classic one, but you can go in here, select whatever you want as the default. You'll have your different collections here. Just go ahead and do that. We'll change it to this blue one here. Neil. We don't recommend adding text to backgrounds just because of cropping and things like that. Backgrounds should be pretty simple. You're going to want to avoid anything that might be cut off because customers can use backgrounds for any different products available. You're not able to turn off cropping because they can use the PNGs and backgrounds on any products that you have in your price sheet. So yeah, definitely I would avoid adding text or anything that might get cropped off with different aspect ratios and different products, just to avoid any customer service issues there. But yeah, that's really all you have to do to offer backgrounds. Just get them uploaded to the collections and select them to the job here. Just gonna hit save. And now we have this elementary school job all good to go with bulk shipping and background selections for our customers. Go ahead and stop again if anyone else has any questions. All right, so another thing you can do to provide more inventory and more options for your customers. Oh, Hannah, the customer sees the default background when they first visit the gallery. Towards the end of the demo here, I'm going to pull the gallery, open up the gallery from the customer side. So I'll show you guys how the customer is going to see that default background, as well as how they can search through all the background options that you have available. All righty. So oh, and backgrounds are just a really easy way to add more inventory to your customers. More inventory, more options, more poses, all can help lead to higher AOV. So definitely something to consider. And I think backgrounds are fun for the customers as well. And there may be options that maybe their kids like, and then options that the parents like. So you can get people to mix and match and get a variety of products with different vibes to them. So okay, let's go ahead and move on to custom themes. So custom themes are a way for you to offer a more personalized memory mates to your customers. Maybe you want to give them the option of their school colors or something themed to the event, rather than only having the lab provided options for those memory mates. So all of your custom themes are also going to live in the store tab here, right next to backgrounds. And custom themes are available with Reedy, Richmond, and White House labs currently. The themes are going to be a little bit different between the different labs, but they're pretty similar. In order to get started with those, you're going to head to the custom theme support article where you can download the templates for each of your lab's custom themes. You're going to want to make sure that you use the theme for the lab that you're planning to sell in so that you can design it accordingly. So this, when you download the custom theme template, it's going to be a Photoshop document. It's going to look like this. The one I'm using for this demo is the White House custom theme. So it's going to look like this when you pull it into Photoshop. You're going to want to place all of your elements on this background layer here. So go ahead and turn this on. And then once you're, so currently the image nodes and text nodes and all of this, they cannot be changed at the moment, but you'll want to just use them as reference to design all of your assets around here. So you can choose to add the job logo or any other assets here, but you can also have the job logo uploaded to the job and then populated here. So I'll also get into that. But when you are ready to export this for uploading, you're going to turn off all these text and image nodes. So you're just going to export the background as a JPEG. So once you have everything set up how you want it, you'll turn all of this off and then you'll just export this as a JPEG. Same thing with the requirements, sRGB color space, and under 15 megabytes for upload. The best way to keep customers only to order 8x10 or 16x20 format, Neil. We do offer customers a flexibility to order whatever products they want with whatever images they want in the cart. So your best option there is to just upload pictures that have enough margins to accommodate other aspect ratios. So you'll want to upload relative to like the 8x10 format, but make sure there's enough margins if people order different prints or specialty items that might have different ratios there. Oh, for custom themes, yeah. So custom themes, these are only going to be available for memory mates. So let me go ahead and show you guys that. So when you create a custom theme collection here, you will set the lab that collection is going to be for. Like I said, the templates are a little bit different between the different labs. So the one I have here that you just saw is with White House. So when you have it here, you can upload your custom theme for a couple different products. In this drop down here, you can see with White House, with the custom themes, you have the options to do it for the curved metal memory mates, the memory mate plaque, and then obviously the vertical and horizontal print memory mates. So the templates are going to be the same for like the horizontal ones, even with the plaque or the metal. So if you want to make these products available, you'll just select them and then you'll upload that same file here as well. All right, so and then you'll see a rendering of what it's going to look like with the image and text nodes over your custom theme here. White House has a couple different font options for you. So if you want to do black text, no stroke, you can do black with white stroke. Let's keep it as this. And since I didn't add the job logo to my custom theme background, I'm not gonna disable it here. So when this little, like this node here is visible, that means that the job logo that you've uploaded to the settings in your job is going to populate here automatically. If you already added the logo straight to your design, you can disable that logo from populating because I don't want it to duplicate here. So if, say, I had put the logo on my background before I exported it, I would want to disable it, but we are gonna keep that off and we are good to go there. Also available right here from your themes collections. You can download the templates right from here, so you don't have to go to the article. We also have color profile tips. Definitely check this out as well as the monitor calibration if you have not, just to make sure you're all set up and you don't have any, you want your colors to be consistent for you and your customers of what they see on screen to what they get on print. So definitely check these out and make sure you're all good there. And then we can go and attach these custom themes to one of our jobs. So let's see, I have this Little League job here. In order to offer these custom themes for this gallery, all we have to do is go to settings and you'll see the custom themes option here. Same thing with the backgrounds. It'll show you all of the options that you have available to you. And then you can just select the ones that you want to use for this job. So I'm just going to keep my sports one selected for this. And yeah, that is all you need to do. Any other questions about uploading custom themes? And then when you offer custom themes, your customers will also have the lab provided templates, but it's a good way to give more variety, more option, and more personalization. Like I said, you can offer as many as you want with your collections per job. So if you have different teams, different classes, or just different general variations, definitely good to have those there. Oh, and regarding the job logo, that populates on the theme. So if you use Reedy, these job logos can populate on all of the memory mates that you offer. With the other labs, it's just going to be, with Richmond and White House, this logo is just going to be on the custom template. But you can upload that here, and then you'll want to make sure that use logo on themes is turned on here if you would like that to be available. All right, so going on to our next landmark feature, which is retouching. So retouching is easy way to add another, provide another service to your customers without having to do really anything at all. So retouching is going to be turned on automatically in any of your price sheets. You can view that by going to your price sheet, store price sheets, and then this first option here is photo add-ons. So all you have to do to offer retouching on a job is make sure this is toggled on your price sheet. And then that option will be available to your customers at checkout. So the default price here is going to be $8. You can set this however you'd like. The unit cost per image is $2.25. So that is per pose. So if, say, a customer gets 4 different prints of the same pose and they order retouching, that's just going to be the one retouching cost. If they get it on 3 different poses, it's going to be three different retouching fees there. But like I said, you can set this however you want. This markup here is just going to be additional profit for you. So retouching is our basic retouching feature. It covers softens skin, reduces acne, red eye, blemishes. It's going to keep anything permanent, such as like scars, freckles, things like that. Those aren't going to be removed. And the skin is going to look still very natural with the retouching. So it's not going to look overly airbrushed or anything like that. It's just going to give a nice clean feel to the face when that is added. And it can be used for individual and group photos too. All right. Okay, so now that we have gone over all of that, let's go ahead and see what these features look like in action to your customers. So the first thing that we're going to do is let's take a look at our bulk shipping job. This is the job that had that we did knockouts on, and we have the backgrounds on. So I'm going to grab the retouching is done automatically. So sorry, Brian, to answer your question before we go into that. So the retouching is done automatically. It's going to be done on the images before they're sent to the lab for printing, and the retouching is going to be done before customers get their digital files as well if they purchase retouching on a pose that they ordered for either a high res or social sharing download. It's very quick. Turnaround time is very quick, so they're not going to have to be waiting a long time for their digitals or anything. There shouldn't be any change there, but they will have the retouched version once they get that digital download link. And if you want to see images like before and after images of the retouching, those are available in the support article, and those are available to your customers too. So I will show you that. All right, so let's go into this gallery as a customer. I'm going to enter my access code here. All right, so you can see now that I'm in my gallery, you can see that default background that we selected available here. I see that on all these images. If I click on one of my photos, I will get this nice little carousel here where I can take a look and see all the background options that I have. So you can go through this little carousel. Let's see. Once they pick one and hit buy to move over to the storefront, that background is going to be selected on their images, but they'll have the option to switch that on any picture. So let's go ahead and order a magnet here. So you can see, and as I'm demoing this, also going over our other landmark feature, which is live preview. And what we mean by live preview is that customers see an actual rendering of any products that they get, as well as the cropping before they get it. So they see exactly what they're ordering. If they're entering custom text or picking different themes, they'll see their options and their selected images all rendered out. So we can change the background here if we want to. You can see I have the different background collections that I had added here. So let's see. We want to do a holiday one. Just select that and boom, got a little nice preview of that here. We can confirm and then add to cart. All right, and then let's show the preview on for all prints ordered from that one image. Yeah, Neil, so for the retouching, it's just going to be per pose. So if they order retouching on one of their poses, if they get multiple prints of that pose, it's only going to be the one retouching fee. Okay, let's add this calendar here so you guys can see we have the lab provided templates here. Let's add this little school calendar. It's going to prompt me to pick my picture for the calendar. We can change our background again if we want to. One's fun. All right, and then they can change their poses as well right from there. So let's go ahead and just change that. Confirm, and then here's where they'll enter their text. Second grade, since this is school. All of these text fields are optional, so we'll skip Jersey for this one. Put a name in here and confirm. And then here we have our live preview of this graphic calendar that we're going to order. I see my picture with my background that I chose. I have my name and my text, so I can make sure everything looks right here before confirming and adding it to my cart. All right, so now that we've got some products added, Brian. Okay, Brian says, are there any plans on PD to make the customized screen a bit more in your face so the customer knows you can move your subject around, enlarge, shrink? Yes, so we do have some updates coming soon to our customer cart that should help with this. Any other feedback you have, be happy to collect that and share with the team if you want to send it in the bubble. But yeah, we definitely have plans to improve the experience here, make sure everyone knows they can change backgrounds, mix and match images, customize their crops, all of that. All right, so once I'm done with my order, you can see since I had retouching added to the price sheet, I'm going to get this nice little pop-up here when I go to checkout that's going to ask if I want to add the retouching to my cart. So I have this slide a before and after picture so I can see what the retouching is going to be like. I can click here to learn more and get more details. And if I want to, I can just click here to retouch my photos. All the images that I have added to my cart are going to show here. And I can select retouching. It says one of two selected. If I want to add it for both, I can go ahead and select them both here and then save. You can see added the 2 retouching charges for those 2 poses here, the additional 16. Best size for PNG, subject pixels, and transparent space for knocked out. Brian, since the backgrounds are have to be formatted to 8 by 10, I would say it's best to also have your PNGs at a similar ratio, but you're just going to want to have enough margins around the subject to make it flexible for those multiple aspect ratios. So definitely enough margins, or if they order a 4 by 6 or something, it's not cutting anything off the sides, but you don't want them to be too zoomed out because it's going to default to that initially. So glass glare with the retouching, there will be a slight glass glare reduction as long as some of like the eyes are visible, but it's not completely, depending on the intensity of it, but that is detailed in the learn more to the customer. But yeah, so it's a slight glass glare reduction, but not complete with the basic retouching. All right, so once we go to checkout, we have bulk shipping on this job. So I can see this option here, ships to the school, organization, or league. I have the process date that I put in my job settings here and this other information. So I can just click this, and since it's bulk or drop, if I didn't want to wait for that bulk deadline date, I can just go ahead, do economy, ground, any of the other lab options, and have it shipped directly to me. All right, so let's also check out the live preview from our custom theme that we added to the Little League job. So I am just gonna grab that access code here. And clear out my cart and get that in. All right, guys, so here, my Little League job, I have a group or I have a public gallery here, so you can search by the tags that I have set up, see all of my images here. So I'm going to select that. Let's get this all-star package. Like I said, with the live preview, I see all my crops here. I can zoom in if I want to, adjust that as needed. Confirm, and it will automatically move me down to the other items in the package. So I can change this image here if I want to. Let's get one of these. Like I said, because it will automatically populate centered here, but like then we can adjust as needed and confirm. So now over to this memory mate that's in the package, you'll see the custom theme that we uploaded is going to be available first here. I also have the lab provided templates that customers can choose from if they need to. And I have all of the White House themes added to this job, but you can filter by color so that they only have the relevant colors, anything like that. But let's get our custom one added here. It's going to prompt me to choose my individual picture. It's going to say group photo required. So let's grab this team image to put in here. See the crop, make sure that all looks good, confirm. All right, moving to our text. These are all optional. Customers can type in whatever they want here. I'm just going to add defaults here so you can see where they place on the template. And let's confirm, and we see our live preview here. So I can see the pictures that I chose. You can see that job logo that we uploaded in the settings is populating here. I see where all my text is. I can make sure everything looks exactly how I want it to before confirming and adding that to my cart. Again, when I go to checkout, I'm going to get that retouching pop up to see if I want to add that here. For this one, we can just skip that. But yeah, so that, does anyone have any questions about anything that we just went over? Or does anyone want me to revisit anything for his demo? I'm going to turn the screen share off for now. All right. All right, so if no one has any other questions, we can go ahead and wrap up here. If you guys are new to PhotoDay, if you're wondering how much all of this is going to cost you, you're only going to pay when you sell. So it's going to be, PhotoDay fee is just 10% of the retail value of any orders that are placed. There's going to be a transaction fee. It's just 2.9% and 30 cents per order. There's no lab bills or minimums for orders or anything like that. Your costs are going to come straight out when an order is placed, and that profit's going to go straight to you. This includes all our features: text and email marketing, digital downloads, unlimited jobs, and photo uploading. We have plenty of marketing resources available for you. PhotoDay Academy is available in your dashboard. Great information and webinars to get you guys started. And then Capture app and Dashboard app available to you as well. How do you see the users group, Neil? The PhotoDay users group is our Facebook group. You can search that up and request to join if you're not in it already. It's super helpful and informative for any questions there. All right, I'm gonna hold for a little bit if anyone has any additional questions. Other than that, thank you guys so much for joining us and learning about landmark features, how to get the best out of PhotoDay and offer the most to your customers. Lots of customization options, lots of inventory, lots of fun things. Thank you guys. All right, well, we will go ahead and wrap here. I hope you guys learned about some features that you can use to get started with selling, or things that you can add if you're already using PhotoDay. All right. Thank you guys so much.